I think we're live. I think it's on. Okay, so it's early. It's very early. We do not have the range right yet. I think there's no news today. Yeah, there's no news. No news for the rest of the day. So, I mean, for the rest of the week. I'm gonna take Zazio to the park. Okay, so here's what happened. So yesterday, Zazio has a nemesis that he doesn't like, and they don't like each other. Both of them have issues. And this dog frequently gets loose and runs around, and I've been able to avoid them coming into contact when their dog gets loose. But yesterday, the mother had the dog. Usually it's the little boy that can't control the dog. This time the mother had the dog. Dog came over, attacked my dog, and so they got into a fight. My dog was Zazio. His foot got bit, so he was bleeding. So I'm taking him to the vet later so that he can, get checked out. He seems to be fine. You know, he doesn't like me touching his paw, so I assume it still hurts him, but he's putting on a brave face. So I don't really want to walk him around the apartment complex, um, especially at this time of day when they're probably out and about. So I also reported them to the housing because if it had been a single incident and it was not like this dog has been wandering around at like it's like 3 or 4 in the morning. I woke up and the dog was wandering around outside. There were no people. I had to go and knock on the door and bring their dog back. Um, and then yeah, there was just last Monday the dog got out and was came running in front of my car because I had Zazio and we were about to go to the park and he had seen Zazio. The little boy tries to bring him inside and next thing you know he comes charging past my fiance. So my fiance can attest to that. The dog came charging past him and came running up to my car looking for my dog. So I reported them because I'm like, I don't blame the dog. I blame the people. They need to keep him in a harness or something, and they don't. They put like a little slip lead on him, and he gets loose from it. So, so yeah, it's on them. So Zazio's going to the vet later because I don't want him to get an infection because, his back legs are all bit up. So and he seems to be doing fine. So I am gonna take him to the park, not the park, but like just to walk, just take him for a walk, so that he can, do his thing. So I'm starting this early because I'm probably not going to be back in the next 40 minutes when the market opens. This is probably going to be one of those days that I unfortunately end up missing. That's just the way it's going to be. Um, so yeah, I don't know where the market's heading, what it's doing, where we're going. I'm gonna try to get this pulled up as best as I can, and then yeah, just kind of yeah, like I said, I don't know because I probably won't be back. Um, yeah, I don't think I'll be back. Also, the reason why I'm going, not just because of these people, but I'm also going because there's this neighbor guy that he kept trying to talk to me and then he tried asking me out and I don't want to bump into him either. So, and the worst part is he has a girlfriend because the girlfriend lives there. He does not. He comes and visits her. So I know he has a girlfriend and he's over here trying to ask me out while she's at work. So, yeah, that doesn't sit right with me. So I don't want to bump into that guy either. So I'm just gonna be at the park with little Pup. So uh-oh, Pup, what is this? Is this too tight? Okay. So yeah, that's where we'll be going. That's what we'll be doing. Hopefully we can capture whatever happens here. If not, that's gonna be kind of a yeah, I don't know. This is gonna be one of those days where we get a screenshot, but we don't actually you might not see everything that happened, especially if it starts chopping or something, or if it moves a lot, you might not get anything. So that's it. That's I gotta go because it's 8 o'clock, and the market's still gonna be here. The charts are still gonna be here tomorrow, and they'll still be here Monday, Tuesday, throughout the rest of the week. So it's really not the end of the world. Um, okay, buddy, let's go. All right. So yeah, that's where we're at. I just hope that yeah, I just hope that this, doesn't go off the page and you can see it the whole time. Okay. All right, I'm back. I didn't get to draw any levels, so let's actually draw them now. So I can already see that there was a break, a retest, and then a continuation of sorts, even though it did pull back even further. Where is... There you are, 7:30. Here's the low. Yeah, we just got back from our walk. I wasn't sure when I'd be back, so I did not want to. So this is your 8:30 candle. So this is the high right there. So as you can see, the first break, the first candle, I mean, broke and held. Second one came back into, and then we broke again. Here. Yeah, so there's your high. So this will happen. So we broke immediately on the open. We came back down within about a second, popped back up. So there would have been an entry for at least one brick. We came back down again, and then there would have been an entry here as well for 3. Now we're kind of turning back over and coming back down. I wasn't here, obviously, so I couldn't have taken any of that, but your entries would have been, let's circle the areas. Your first one would have been here, which would have probably resulted in a loss. And then your second one would have been here, which would have resulted in a win. And that's just if you were trying to target. Because if you were only risking 20, then you would have lost, right? So anyways, that's where we're at. So that's where we're at as far as that. And other than that, I don't know what to tell you. We missed the trades. We could still continue to push or do some other stuff, but I mean, at this point, I wasn't here for this. This was at 8:30 exactly, and I was heading back at 8:31, so I missed this. But that's okay because yeah, it's not the end of the world. Um, yeah, so I need to make some notes, and then I'm probably just gonna start doing work because let me tell you, my team lead is a flat out liar, and she says she does things and she doesn't do them, and she tells everyone in meetings that she did something, like a team meeting. She's telling everyone she did this thing, and then I'm sitting there thinking, what? That was never done. And then lo and behold, it was never done. So yeah, anyways, I got beef with that and I have to deal with that as well today. I sent her a message. I was like, what the heck? You said you responded to this, so what happened to that? And I copied her. I mean, I didn't copy the program manager. The program manager was also in the address to line. So making it very clear that this is a problem. Also, there's a meeting today at 10:30. Um, I do want to go to the store so I can make some more food for, um, just do some more meal prep stuff. And then on top of all of that, I have a vet appointment at 3. I think it's at 3. Yeah, it's at 3 o'clock. So yeah, I mean, it's a lot of stuff going on. Um, okay, so let me measure some things. Let me take some notes. Uh, so another valid entry would be if we come back into break, hold, pull back. That would be a valid if we could break, hold, and pull back. But it seems like we're coming back into the range, which is completely fine. What was I doing? I don't remember. Yeah. Do 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 do. Okay. Uh, wow. Yeah, sorry, I'm tired. My fiance got me into Minecraft. I've played it before, but then I fell into a hole and I couldn't get out, and I didn't know how to get out, so I just kind of quit playing. And so he got me into Minecraft, and I woke up at like 4 in the morning, and I was like, oh, I have a great idea. So I started building my Minecraft house, and next thing I know, I don't know, it's like 6:30. And at some point during that whole thing, I almost burnt down the entire house because I had a water bucket and he showed me like, oh, water buckets, you can fill like a pool with water or something. So I have like some little pools, I have an aquarium. And then, so I'm like, oh, uh, I'm gonna put, oh, I found a lava bucket. So I'm like, I'm gonna put a lava bucket on the table, as like some ambiance. I thought it was just gonna place a bucket of lava. But no, it actually started filling the house. It burned through the table, burned through the top story floor, onto the second story, burned through the second story into the first story. The entire house was filled with lava. It was burning down. So then I had to fill the whole house with water to douse the lava. But then the house was basically underwater at that point, just a house full of water. The entire house was an aquarium. The aquarium actually broke, so all the fish swam out. So then I'm Googling, okay, how do I get the water out of my house? Because now there's, instead of fire, now there's just water. So I'm like, had a sponge and I'm soaking up all the water, and the whole thing was destroyed. It took me like probably 30 or 45 minutes just to fix all of it. Like it was bad. Um, so yeah, I'm saying I'm tired because I was up doing that instead of, yeah. So yeah, I'm just gonna do my numbers and stuff. So I will be, I'll still be here, but I'll just be clicking away on the keys. Ugh. Oh wait, yeah, 1 second. I need to do something else too.
You can be my summer crush, crush, crush. It's gonna be a good night. Yeah, we never got to come down. Just hanging off the strobe lights, and we can do this all year round.
See a nice break and hold, but our retest isn't giving us that break. And I think it's because we didn't break high enough. But that's okay. I just put this on just in case. In case there's another opportunity. Okay, so yeah, I just noted that there were two entries after the 830 broke right here. So when I screenshot it, it'll look like that. This looks like a buy potentially. Oh, there it is. Oh, I forgot the stop loss. Dang it. Not again. I forgot the stop loss. That's on me. Okay. Okay. It would have taken me out anyways, but that's irritating. I don't know why. Quantity is calculated based on risk because stop loss. Yeah, I don't even know. Totally missed my stop loss. Okay, so there's your entry. According to this, terrible entry. Oh, that's done. Okay. This is my last. Dang it, no stop. Oh, I almost didn't have a stop loss. All right, that's my last one. The entries were valid, just chop, no stop loss, and a bunch of bull. The little taste in that. Oh, I'm listening to this song. Let's see what it'll take to not be in drawdown. The extreme amount of drawdown. The kind that's gonna get me banned from this. Wow, just like that. We were up 40 some ticks. Now we're down to 5. But, you know, whatever. Can't win them all, apparently. Apparently. That's a stupid looking candle. Coming back for a second take. Wow. Where did I get in there? Oh boy. Looks like we completely turned around in a bad way. You know, it was one that could have held, but it didn't. That's okay. It likes to give you hope that it's going back up. Yeah. There was. Oh, hold on. There was a point where it did actually go up and we weren't in drawdown, and that was the point to get out, but yeah, missed that opportunity. It was like for a split second. um but yeah, what can you do? Absolutely nothing. And that's okay. Honestly, what do we gotta do? We just gotta start over, you know? Um, but yeah, like I said, it's good because I can actually come in. Well, it's good because I'm getting better. Here's the thing, I'm getting better at losing, not FOMO trading, not, oh, I gotta make that all back. But no, like, these were all valid entries. None of them were not valid. This one was a late entry, but valid. This one what was this? This one was late, but still valid. We're coming all the way down to it, and we're gonna be out. And then this one was valid, but we um, held it hoping that it would hold, honestly, and it didn't. And that's really all you can say about it. Held it, hoping that it was gonna um, hold this level, and if it doesn't, it just doesn't, and then that's that. But you can't be mad at it. Oh crap, I'm getting out, I'm getting out, I'm getting out. I'm so getting out of that. I thought I was toast. I thought I was toast. The account should have been gone. It did hold, barely. I feel like this is one that you can hold all, because I got in here, my stop loss was here. That was so close to taking me out. Um, but like I said, I'm getting better at losing, okay? Getting better at losing. Um, because all of these entries were valid. None of them were FOMO. None of them were like, oh no, they're all above this line. And it's because of this break. We broke and we held. And that's what I was counting on, was us to break and hold. And, we wanted to come back into this 15-minute opening range. And that's where we're messing around. We're holding above this, but we're messing around in this 15-minute, which is why it's kind of frustrating. And if I had waited, this would have came all the way back down, because my stop loss was like right here. It was 3 ticks away from my stop loss, because my stop loss was at 20 ticks and I saw it at 17. So it was about to come all the way down. It was 3 ticks away from my stop loss. Um, but miraculously, we lived to see another day. Anyways, aside from that, um, all of those were valid entries, every single one. So I marked that there were 2 entries off of this. Then I'm gonna mark this little mess as well. Let me get a circle. Yeah, I think we're holding. We're just chop holding. But I mean, it's a miracle. So there were all of these was where I entered. So I waited for this break. So I waited for this break over here. I waited for the pullback, which was this. I entered here, but I got in late and ended up turning around on me. And did I have a stop loss? I had no stop loss. And because I entered late all the way near the top, I didn't have any buffer. If I had not, okay, here's the thing. If I had not entered way at the top of this and actually waited, I would have gotten my stop loss down here, and then I wouldn't have been taken out by this, and I also wouldn't have been taken out. Um, yeah, because I entered way up here. So I got taken out because my entries were bad. Um, then this one actually was a good entry down here, and then we were able to hold it, because if I had gotten a bad entry like up here, then my stop loss would have been somewhere there, and then I wouldn't have been able to hold it. So, and the only reason why I didn't get stopped out is because of my entry, because let's say this is 20 ticks, which is my stop loss. So it technically would have taken me out, except that I entered a little bit lower, and therefore it didn't come and hit my stop loss. That's the only thing that saved me. So, yeah, let me write that down. Let's write it over here. Okay. 3 valid entries. The first 2 got stopped out due to um bad entry and therefore bad placement of stop. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, and that's really that's the only thing that saved me on this last one was because I entered in the middle of this green brick instead of entering way up here because that would have put my stop like there and I would have been stopped out. So, the entry execution. Where did Pup go? I'm trying to watch him because he's been licking a lot and you don't blame him. But yeah, he's not doing too great. Um, yeah, so looks like we're just kind of chopping sideways. So we were able to catch a small profit even due to chop. Um, okay. So make sure that's all right. I'm gonna do a couple things. Going to log out so we're not accidentally doing anything. Okay. Then I'm gonna come here. Who's messaging? 1 second. There we go. Back into the pre-market range, but we're punching out of it again. See if we can hold. See, I'm not trading, but I would be if I was. Anyways, um, okay. Yeah, I'm kind of irritated because here's the thing. The program manager's telling everybody, "Oh, you gotta make sure you do the emails. Don't not answer the emails that people send." Meanwhile, the team lead doesn't answer emails that I send. They don't answer emails that the attorneys send. They don't answer emails that the requesters are specifically directing to them. So why are you in the chat telling us to respond to emails? The problem in the common denominator is said person. Anyways, um, yeah, whatever. I'm not even gonna go there. But um, yeah, so I'm making sure this is all correct so that I can. Okay, so we marked the CVD, the PM range, you're increasing on hold up, increasing on pre-market from 4,000s to 8,000s, then back down to 4,000s at open. What's our, we're in the 3 and 4s, holding steady at 3s and 4s. Let me say that. CBD holding steady at 3Ks and 4Ks after breaks. Yeah, like after this break, same. Everything's the same. Okay. Now we're gonna save. And don't get me wrong, like I was prepared for this account to be gone, not because, I was trying to throw it away, but because okay, so this would be, if we get a green break, this would be my entry because we have a break, a hold. You wait, it didn't form. But that would be an entry for me if it forms another green break. But it could be just more manipulation. I mean, I've been caught in that a number of times actually. The whole idea is if there's gonna be manipulation, it shouldn't be forming another brick because it would have to come up 20 to do so. So the idea is if it's chopping around in here, it doesn't actually ever form a green brick, which means you never get caught up trying to take one that's not gonna go. That's the idea anyways. How well does it work? I don't know, but that's the idea of it. Yeah, when you're working off 10 bricks, it's a lot easier to get caught up in chop versus if you're doing 20, 30, whatever. But anyways, did I take a screenshot? I don't remember. One second. Let's go here. Down to my downloads. That was yesterday. Okay. Download. All right. Turning on some gems and just gonna finish this, and then we will be back tomorrow. What? Okay, yeah, this would be my entry. Of course, the one that I'm not in seems to be moving smoothly, but we shall see. Oops, sorry. Let's put that back. What's that sound? Keep feeling like Zazia's making all these weird sounds. I've been worried about him ever since his incident. And by incident, I mean getting attacked. It was scary. Yeah, it was scary, poor bud. And normally when I pick him up, he's trying to go after the dog. He was done. Like he normally has beef with that dog, but he hasn't in a while. So, see, look at that. Just go for it. One second. I feel like there's no better place tonight. All right. How it went beautifully. Almost wanna mark that too. Yeah, I'm going to. Your face is all I see, and the music's way too loud, but your voice won't let me be. So many pretty girls around, they're just dressing to impress, but the thought of you alone has got me running. I don't know what to say next. Feeling like there is no better place than right by your side. I had a little free entry. Look at that one just go. Anyways. Feel like you know that I'm living right by your side. I got a little taste of love. Only for you, nobody anyway. Okay, now I'm gonna screenshot that. Stalling in the same area again. And we just broke it. Oh, yes. Oh, I wasn't trading that, but it was still nice. It was still nice. Okay. Copy. Wait, that was the earlier one. I need this one. Copy. Thursday. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful. Love to see it, kids. Forever. So I feel like we want to be testing this because we challenged it so much. I feel like we want to come down, test it, or maybe not. When we finally broke here, did we get any increasing volume? No, not really. Kind of lower volume. Could turn over here because the volume is not supporting that big push. But maybe not. What do I know? Anyways. Okay, let me go check out my images. Oh crap, I forgot this. We came right back. Okay. would have been sad. Yeah, because my stop loss on this one, I didn't enter these. Yeah, because my stop loss, because instead I should have entered here, and my stop loss should have been here, right? Should have been there. But instead, my stop loss was actually like right in here, and that's why I got stopped out twice. Well, was it twice? Yeah, it was twice. I got stopped out twice because I entered here, got stopped out, entered there, got stopped out again, and then I entered here. And the only reason why I didn't get stopped out by this was because I actually got a good entry. Ooh, looks looks like we're coming back up. Let's see what the volume is saying. It's about the same. About the same. Yeah. I don't know. Could be one that you could have held, but again, that one was beautiful. That actually did what you wanted it to do. The other ones were messing around and being difficult for no good reason. I really do not want to be getting an email from Apex that says, you know. Okay. Yeah, so that's gonna be all for. Are we pushing again? Okay. Yeah. Anyways, we're done.